Hello, everybody. So, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. Today, I am bringing you one very special guest with me. I'm super excited. You can see the excitement on my face right now. I am so excited to have her on my channel. Although she was so supportive, so nice, as soon as I asked her, she was willing and up to do that. So, I know her as a person because she is super energetic. She likes to motivate people. She likes to cheer them up. She's in that way she's like me. We all are cheerleaders. We like to cheer other people's work, and that is one great quality that one must have, and Vani has it for sure. So she is like awesome in Tableau. She is just some 20 plus because she is a girl. I don't want to disclose her age, though she is very young, absolutely young, but she is very clear in what she wants to do and what she is good at. So without much ado, Vani, all yours. The stage is yours. Take it away.
Well, thank you so much. I cannot beat that introduction, Nikita. That was amazing. And bit too much, I don't think. I think so. I started using Tableau a while ago, but it's amazing. I am in love with it.
So Vani, just go ahead. Tell everything that you are doing right now, where you're working, all the community projects,
Sure,
everything.
sure. So I recently joined them as an intern, and I'm still studying at Ivy Pro school, Professional School as a data analyst. Along with this, because I love Tableau so much and because the community is so amazing, I'm also taking part in Makeover Mondays, as you may all know about it. It's a initiative by Tableau, and I also by Eva, in fact, Eva and Andy. And I also try to take part in other projects as well, like you have the real world fake data by Mark, and you have diversity in data, which I have not yet been able to take part in, but I'm looking forward to that as well. And also some side projects like my own personal ones. So that's all about it for now.
That's not all about it right now, Vani, because we are going to disclose a lot of things about your passion towards storytelling and data visualization. Why did you think you should do that? One must have a motive in life, but I'm jealous of
Yep,
you because you realized it so soon. Okay, so I have
I
whole
know
lot of
that's it.
questions to ask you. And my first question for you is, why did you choose data visualization as a career?
So Nikita, as cliche as it might sound, I think it chose me. I like my most of the teenagers. I was very confused as to what to do. I am from an accounting and finance background completely, right? And while I was studying, I was also doing web designing and development while I was in college. I worked as one for like around 2 years. That's a huge amount of time, but I still did not like it. I left that also. And in the Jan 2020, data analysis was like the talk of the town. I think it still is. So I was like, I still have a lot of months left for my college to end. That's what I thought back then. It wasn't the case because of COVID. I was like, why not get into this, try this out? I have time to make mistakes, even if it is one. So let's do it. I started learning data analysis. I learned SQL, VBA, Excel, Tableau, and all of the stuff. And till September, I haven't made a single dashboard. I did not make many charts. I did not know what data visualization is exactly. And that's when I joined the Alpha AI Fellowship on LinkedIn. And it was the first time in September or October when I made my first full-fledged dashboard. And the kind of success, the kind of motivation and the places I got from the people was amazing. I mean, I think that was the main thing which drove me towards doing this again and again, because I loved it, people loved it. I was like, why not? Let's do it again. So I kept doing it. And by after 1 or 2 months, I was like, why not use Tableau also? Because Tableau is a visualization software. I am doing visualization, so why not use that as well? That's when maybe by the end of November or something, I first started using Tableau as a visualization software, and not just to just look at the software, make some charts, not that, to use it full fledgedly.
When you say
And that was it for
November
me.
and September, it's 2020? 2020 November.
Yeah, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
You have used your COVID times or lockdown times at the peak.
yes. Yeah, for 3 months, like I said, I was sleeping, and then I was like, it's not going anywhere. I have to get up. I have to start working or doing something.
Yeah, of course, Vani. I mean, there are two choices, right? One
Yes,
is,
totally.
you take the situations on your head and feel like, no, this is done. I am done with life. Or you get up and think that, this is the high time. I need to start doing something else. I need to challenge myself and get over it.
Exactly. I mean, I was tired of sleeping, to be honest. I was tired of binge watching. I was like, I have to change something around here.
My God. Bad situations sometimes can give you a purpose in life.
Completely, totally agree with.
Yeah. So, Vani, you are pretty young, okay? So, to decide your career at such a age, because sometimes it's confusing. People for the rest of their life, they don't even realize what they like. What motivated you? What gave you a kick that this is something that I want to do the rest of my life and with my career?
So I suppose, jumping from so many fields, it really helped me to realize that, because I did accounting and finance, I did web designing and development. I also went into marketing for a while, and I could not like single one of them. I was something was missing, right? I was like, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. I cannot even imagine doing this. But once I got into visualization, I actually wanted to do it. I felt very happy doing about it. Just like I binge watch series, I did a lot, trust me. I could seriously sit whole day and use Tableau. I could seriously make visualizations all day, brainstorm. So I think knowing that, finally actually sticking on one thing, knowing that this is something I actually enjoy doing is one of the things which made me decide that this is the line where I want to go on.
Yeah. So basically, what happened to you is like, at such small age, at very early stage of your life, you explored all the things around you as possible as you could. So you actually tasted all of
Yeah,
them, and then finally you decided what you love to do.
exactly. So that actually worked in my
Yeah.
favor. T- Trying out everything worked in my favor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to unveil that secret or how to discover your niche, but you did it quite successfully.
Yeah, I mean, finally you fell in love with something you are doing because since seriously, I have heard so many people saying, even after working for 20, 25 years in the job, like, I don't like it, but I do it just because I have to, right? And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I love to do. And I'm so happy. Like, I go around telling everyone, I found my passion. I found my passion. I guess I found my passion. So that's a huge thing for
Oh
me.
my God.
Yeah.
So what's more luckier, is anybody else luckier than Vani that she found her passion, she found her career 20 plus. I'm not going to disclose her age. Just kidding. We are just trying to make it a little bit funny so that you enjoy
Yeah.
watching. Because two little girls talking, so you should, enjoy it.
Totally.
Okay. But so two little girls, aren't we?
I am. I don't know about you.
Am I looking old?
Not at all.
Yeah. So, Vani, moving on. I'm just kidding. I know. I'm 25 plus. I'm in the next generation. So, along with that visualization tool, I mean, if somebody likes to be creative with Tableau or any other visualization tool,
Mhm.
moving on to the more technical side of what we have just talked about, um, are there any other skills that you think that people should have before going into visualization?
Totally, totally. I mean, one of the underrated softwares, I would say, sorry, languages is SQL. Because, Tableau, I agree it's a visualization software, but at the end of the day, you are dealing with data, right? You are dealing with it. So knowing how to handle that data is like very important. It can come in handy. I mean, it's not compulsory. It's not some written fact that you have to learn SQL, but knowing that really helps you a lot, right? Because a lot of time in Tableau to handle data, you have to prepare it, you have to clean it, you have to make it ready for visualization actually. So all that can be done very easily if you are aware of SQL, right? Because the Tableau queries you write in Tableau to make calculation fields or LODs or anything, it's very, very similar to SQL. So knowing all that can really help you a lot in your journey. So you should definitely learn SQL, at least a bit of it. I mean, don't be an expert or something, but yeah, you should have some idea about it.
Honey, do you want to spread some words for those people who are not keen to learn any programming language? I mean, certainly, if you talk about 10 people, there may be more than half the people that
Yeah,
they don't want to try their hands out on programming. So, do you think it's a
completely
must
agree.
to have?
Like I just said, you don't have to be an expert in it, right? But it's always good to know the basics. I mean, you just know, like in SQL, you should know where to use from, where select statements, what are different kind of joins, like just the basic. Have an idea about it, right? Even I am not an expert. I do not love programming languages, but I know that to use Tableau like the way I want to, I should have some idea about SQL. So I'm trying to learn it. There are many blogs, like I can share the link with you after this. There Kevin has written a very good blog on SQL. You can actually just read the blog, get an idea, and use those small queries in your regular life, and you will be good to go.
Yeah,
So just give it a try. I mean, it's not that bad. It's worth it, I would
correct.
say.
And anyways, if you want to talk about data, if you choose data as your stream or your career,
Yeah.
uh, you cannot run away from SQL.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
And on the note of this, like a lot of people, they also, along with ignoring programming languages, a lot of people also ignore the designing aspect of their data dashboards, right? People sometimes think like me. Even when I started, I just thought that putting all the charts together in one screen is visualization, this is a dashboard, right? That's what I thought initially. But you should definitely at least have a bit of designing understanding, like how to use color combination, how to use basic things, how to put your text, what kind of text goes with others. So just having that idea also is very important. You just cannot put charts together in a sheet and say, okay, this is my dashboard, here it is. So that is also very important, I feel.
Yeah. Because when you say dashboard and you have all the sheets that you have made it in your Tableau desktop, and when you go to the dashboard, yeah, the tendency is like putting all sheets together. Yeah.
Exactly. And I know because I used to do this. I thought this is it.
Hmm. Yeah. So, Vani, just think of a situation. I'm giving you, unrealistic situation, or maybe a realistic situation. I don't know. Okay. So, you prompt to that dashboard sheet. Okay, and you have all the sheets, where you have done your work and all. When you go to that dashboard sheet, what are the ideas that come to your mind? Is there any sequence? What should run in your mind while creating that dashboard or putting those
So,
sheets together?
yeah. So the first thing which I always do is, just think of the sequence where in the way I want to present my dashboard. I want to put it only charts. Like in business dashboards, there are a lot of charts, right? In like simple minimalistic dashboard, there are only maybe just one or two sheets with few lines or something. Clean dashboard, which I call it, right? So first I have to decide on that, the design thing. So one of the best thing which like most people there out say is like sketch, make a small drawing of some with like small layout. Like this is my heading container, this is my text container, this is where my chart will come. Second, third, four containers. So just simply draw like a rough sketch, right? That really helps a lot, which I am trying to do nowadays. And I always follow this steps like I always need to have my heading at the top in the dashboard. I always have to have that. That's a must for me. And then like just I made my the sketch, I follow that sketch and put the containers in a way that it's not very congested. And then I put my charts in there because containers really help me to keep a track of the locations and the sizing of my sheets. It's consistent. It helps you make it keep consistent. So just have a layout for yourself. Draw a rough sketch. Draw a rough sketch. Just take a sheet of paper, A4 size sheet, draw it out. Think about all the possibilities in the way you can present your dashboard, and then just go for it.
Yeah. And dashboard, I just feel like, dashboards are more effective when it narrates you a story around it. It's just that, if one
Okay.
sheet points to some other sheet, if you select one sheet and gives you data around that one point, makes the dashboard a little more effective. Vani, I don't
Yeah.
think that I'm using the right words, but I'll pass it over to you to express it.
So, a lot of people these days, what they're doing is making the use of this new feature in Tableau, which is show and hide containers, right? What they do is make a new sheet at the top of the dashboard, reduce the opacity of the background, and put their text and arrows to the charts, saying that, this chart, it means this, and this chart is going from here to there. So it's like a small guideline for the person who is using your dashboard to know what is going to happen. Then you close it and then you explore the charts. And then we all have our good old tooltips in Tableau. So I think using them properly actually helps a lot, because not all of your end users are a Tableau user, or they are like, it's made for laymen a lot number of times. So you should always have some kind of explanation, like, information guide or something. That's really cool.
Yeah. Vani, you mentioned that you started working on Tableau since data analysis was something that you discovered. That is something that you
Yeah.
want to do and go for it. But Tableau is something that you started in September. You mentioned, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
been 5 months, right? Correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
more than 5 months, I guess. I started in Feb.
Oh, I mean, yeah. So it's around a year, and you kind of, involved in community. You kind of got a lot of appreciation, which we are going to talk about in this video later. So this is a surprise, guys. Please be with us. There is something good and great to unveil right now. So continue watching this video. Um, are there any difficulties or any learnings or takeaways that you want to suggest to the people who are just starting with it?
Yeah. So I suppose a lot of time people come on social media just to, get feedback, just to get appreciation for the kind of things they do. And a lot of times that's not given, right? I mean, sometimes there are going to be works which do not get appreciated, which do not get noticed. So don't stop over there, right? Because I personally felt, when I started using LinkedIn, I started with LinkedIn and I got a lot of appreciation. I got a lot of feedback. So that was one of the biggest driving factors. I agree. But definitely there were days when I had like, my post did not get noticed at all, right? So those are the points where you have to realize that maybe it's not your day, but you have to continue doing it because you want to, right? The driving factor should not be getting noticed. It should be that you want to learn more. That's one of the biggest things, right? It will come with time. And I suppose if you want actual feedbacks, I put my work out there so that people can either learn or I can learn from others' feedbacks. That's the main motive for my being on social media at all, right? So if I'm not getting feedbacks, I personally reach out to few people asking that maybe you can actually give me some feedbacks, tell me where I can improve myself. So that should be the motive. So do not get disheartened, just go, keep going.
Yeah. It can be, it can be applicable to anything, right?
Completely.
It's not just Tableau. Maybe it can be any work or any tool that you are interested in. Maybe you are trying to represent yourself or you are trying to show your work on social media, but initially you might not get that much of appreciation or noticing, people noticing you, reaching out to you that you did a good job. It grows
Exactly.
eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the biggest, the best way to do or to get reviews, I think we mentioned when I was talking to Siddhant in the other video. So he was like, you will not get reviews until you give reviews.
Yeah, that's like the best point which is said, because I totally agree. If you do not give something back, you cannot expect people to just come and give it to you, right? It has to be both
Yeah,
way. Like we say, taaliyan do haath se bajti hai in Hindi, right? That is exactly
got
what it
it.
is.
Yeah, I feel you. So, guys, it works both ways. अगर आपको appreciation चाहिए, give it back.
Yeah,
Okay, and people will also do that because you are active on their post, you engage on their post. They will also do that, but it takes time. It develops with good connections. Make sure you have good connections on LinkedIn,
totally.
on Twitter, wherever you are, and yeah, following matters.
Yeah, I did not know how to use LinkedIn. I was just going about liking post. That's the easiest, right? Like the post and move on, or maybe swipe through. And I can see the difference once I started engaging with people's posts. When I started networking, it definitely changed for me. So do that. It actually makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I made a video about it. Not many people watched it, but I will link it with that video because engagement is not like liking or celebrating or just supporting the post.
Yeah,
It's actually commenting. You have no idea reach of a post,
totally.
how it grows, and with commenting. So commenting is a big thing on LinkedIn or
Very
Twitter.
important.
I'm not active on Twitter, so Pani is better in telling that, but.
Yeah, it's same everywhere, guys. Same everywhere. You have to get back to get something.
Yeah. So guys, comment. It doesn't take anything. Just give kudos to people. Appreciate their
Yeah.
work.
I mean, you can just use the the text which are already there in LinkedIn. If you are so lazy, just use that text. It's for the people who are that lazy.
I don't want to mention, but I do that sometimes. But it makes people happy, right? Makes
Yeah,
people happy if you just say congrats, if you just cheer them up, or maybe just no kudos to you.
totally,
Make someone's day.
totally. It just makes my day.
It makes me smile, because out of the box strangers, if they comment on your post and you're like, oh man, you did a good job, it's a feeling that motivates you.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah. So, moving on to the more, from public interest, when
Yeah.
you look at a data set, you know, or a
Hmm.
big data set, that I should say, there are some things, I get afraid. My God, how do I do the analysis and how do I take it forward? How do I make a visualization out of that? Making insights from
Yeah.
big, complicated, difficult data set is something that needs approach. You cannot just go away with it like
Yes.
that. I'm leaving it up to you, honey.
Totally.
Go ahead, take it over.
So the first thing I do is look at the broader topic. I mean, which segment or category does this belong to? Like sometimes it's about nature, sometimes it's about food. You're understanding, right? The main overhead category. So once you think of the category, there are always some questions which pops up in your mind, right? And then I see the column names. I mean, never look at data set. Don't look at the data values, rows and columns. I look at the column names because sometimes they are very self-explanatory, right? I try to understand the data with the help of those columns, and then I do a little bit of research work. I mean, go to Google, look for what exactly people talk about when it comes to these kind of topics, right? Understand the topic, understand data set, because if you just look at data set and you go about it, you will never be able to do it. You have to understand the topic also. So I do some Google search. I understand what people are saying about it, what exactly it is. And once I'm clear with the topic, that's when I again go back to my data set and then, start seeing the summary of it. What exactly do I have available with me? And that's when I start making questions. Like, what are the kind of questions which I can answer with the help of my data set? Right. And once I decide that, that's when I go to my sheets and start making charts to get those answers.
So, honey, if there is something like data cleaning, do you want to make people familiar with that term? What is data cleaning?
So I am not a very good person for this because I have used mostly datasets which are available online and which are probably cleaned. I'm actually learning right now data prep, which is used for data cleaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very important. It's very important. If your data is not in a good format, you will never get the right answers. You will never be able to analyze it. That's completely true.
That can
And
actually
that's why
be,
SQL. That's
yeah.
why learn a bit of SQL.
Yeah. So, this can be a whole separate video about it. That how to clean data, what is data cleansing, how is it
Yeah,
important. So I can think of it, come up with questions. But like you mentioned, some of the data is already cleaned and you have already worked on that. So
yeah.
once maybe you get a chance on working on a rough junk data,
Yes.
Ani, I'll approach you again.
I definitely want to and also explain people how I did it.
So, Vani, are there any other things that you want to share before we unveil the secret?
um, like I am saying for Tableau and maybe other, if your community is as good as mine, there's a lot of networking, right? Because we are all in a lockdown.
Yeah.
You can actually connect with people all over the world. It's not limited to your office space right now, right? That's the best thing. It's not at all limited to one place. There's so many conference webinars happening every day around the world. So I would suggest please join that, right?
Mhm.
Join, network with people, know a lot of people, engage with them, because the kind of knowledge you will get, you cannot even imagine. Like you were surprised, right? I started like a 2 3 months ago using Tableau, but most of the thing which I learned was by networking. I've joined so many calls, so many network conferences, I cannot even keep account of it. But that's how I made my connection. That's how I met so many people. I learned so many things. So it's very important to keep an open mind, keep trying to connect, keep trying to learn, keep doing that. I
Yeah.
mean, take this chance. This is a very good opportunity to connect with people all around the world. We were in an office. We did not have time to sit and connect with them. Go online and do conferences, webinars. But right now we all can. So make use of it, I would say.
Yeah. So guys, use this time as as good as possible, because Vani is so
Yeah.
optimistic about that. We all are in work from home. We can save some of our travel times, going to office, coming back from
Yeah.
office. And also, some of them feel, some of the people feel like, networking or being on social media, or, taking time out to like and, commenting on other people's post is waste of time. It's certainly not. It's certainly not.
Totally, totally. In fact, it's not about commenting on others people's work. Trust me, I have learned like 85% of what I know right now in Tableau is by looking at their post, is by looking at their blog post or something or the other. So more than them, I think it's benefiting me, and it will benefit you also. So do that. If something is benefiting you, why not tell them, hey, your post really did wonders for me. Thank you for that. Why not?
Yeah. And why do you think the whole idea behind having a community for a tool or technology actually exists? That is the idea behind it. They are there to answer your questions. They can help you wherever they can. People are more than happy to, help. But the only point is, are you approaching in a right way? Are you on the right platforms? Are you doing your bit? You know, rather than just
Exactly. That's the
expecting,
biggest question.
yeah. So it not just, yeah, like we discussed, it doesn't come one way. It needs to be both ways. Yeah.
Yes, totally.
So Avani, how do you think about my T-shirt? I should stand up and maybe show you.
Oh, this is your article, Nikita, YouTube's logo, right?
See,
Wow.
you like it?
You should give out these t-shirts to all of us also.
Really? Would you like to wear? I can give away.
Yeah, the next time we are on the show, we'll wear that.
My God, I was thinking, this is specific to gender, because IT girl Nikki is something that only girls can wear. If there is any men
But
out,
I'm on your show, so I will wear your t-shirt, right? Why would I wear with my name?
that is also.
Maybe you cannot make it pink to make it gender specific. And anyways, I don't like the color pink. If you
Oh,
cannot make it pink, I guess everyone can wear it then.
I thought of it. So this logo get famous, so I will give away my T-shirts. But I thought, will men like it? The pink color and the ID girl Nikki.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying remove the pink and keep your name because it's your name, it's your logo. Make it black. Black always works. Black is black.
Okay. So I'll make it available: yellow, green, pink, black, anything red, whatever your choice is. And just that you said it, Vani, give me your address. I'll send this T-shirt to you. I'll be more than happy.
Okay,
What's
I'll
more
send it to you.
fun? What's more fun than spreading your logo?
Nothing, not now.
Yeah. All right, guys, let me know in the comments how did you like my t-shirt, because for the first time I'm wearing it on any of my videos, and special thanks to Ani for that, for appreciating it and liking it.